the Sunshine State, and we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New York Giants. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Barber. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They go play action. Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. From the 16, Jones dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. And the kick by Rosas is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Jameis to throw it. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Winston. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll try and run here with Barber. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here's Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 37 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Tight dog. X3. 218, chopper.
Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And this is Shepard on the catch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Greystone, travel. Hey, Zoo. 50 wants the mic. It's going to be a long...
This is Barkley, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Hey. Begin. Green, watch twins.
First down, Winston. He finds his target, it's Evans. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Wait. Flip it. That's it. Let's go.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing, Jones. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Evans. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Whip. Green, triple team.
Winston now. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Looking to throw. Jones. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
45, 45. Mike, 45. 65, 65. 65.
They're going to try and throw. And Ingram holds it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Now Jones on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. Tackle made by Justin Evans. From the 17, Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Following the interception, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Got him in. It's Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Check. Routine spill.
A handoff to Barkley, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
51 to Mike.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's 2nd and 8. Catch made by Slayton. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Ready, set.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Hey, check.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bucs' 32-yard line.
Ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Jones operating from the gun. That's complete to Gallman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 23. Here's Jones throwing on first down. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. This is Gallman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Me and you. Pilot, 64, weak. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Showing that. Now.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
You got it. You got it. Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. 80 weapon. Check. Hot.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
Come. 51's the mic. Man, I got you. Get it.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 15 yards on the play, first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
A first down throw for Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Watch the shift. Flip it. Watch the shift. Jam. Hey, stop. Let's go. 5-0. Zoom. Let's go.
Another try after the first down sack. Winston. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 78 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, trying to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And you don't see that every day. Actually lost 14 yards there on the return. But I guess the important thing, they have possession of the football. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. Green, triple C.
Winston. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Throwing. Winston. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. A big pickup there. 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Big stop, let's go. Kill.
Winston gives to Barber. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Once again, it's Barber. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Winston now to throw on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Winston. He completes it to Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, 48 yards. as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is now 24. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
Ready? 6-6, pull it high.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
36.
Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
30 base. You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Go. 45. Hit it.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, Zoo. Get it.
Now Saquon Barkley. Room to run inside the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
36 yards. And the Giants first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Check three. Ready.
Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, Giants.
Rosas to add the extra point.
For the extra point.
And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Buccaneers 48, Giants 24. Albert Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually